In the early hours of the morning, when the hospital seemed to be asleep, the doctor in charge of the unit noticed something she was never able to explain. She was organizing supplies when she heard a low sound, something like slow, steady breathing. When she looked toward the respirator leaning against the wall, she saw the ventilation bag begin to inflate and deflate on its own, as if someone were there using the equipment. But there was no patient connected. The doctor froze. No one else was in the room.
Vai, fica me sacaneando, vai isso. Mostra que você tá aí. Ótimo, obrigada. Que bom que esses sinais vitais estão bons, né? Quer dizer, mais ou menos, tá meio taquicárdico. E você tá desaturando, né? Então assim, melhor rever isso aí, hein? Tá muito boa a saturação tua não, hein? Tá meio morto você. E taquicárdico, não sei como, né? Era pra estar em assistolia. Pronto, agora entrou em assistolia.
In the hospital, there is a specific hour when even the most experienced nurses avoid walking around, just before 3 in the morning. It was at that moment that 2 nurses passed by the surgical center to check if the room was ready for the next procedure. Everything was silent, until a dark shadow crossed the hallway and moved toward the operating room door. The movement was so quick and so unexpected that both of them froze in place, unable to take a single step.
Es que te estoy enfocando las boobies. Ah, no mames.
¿Qué?
Pasó algo.
¿Qué pasó? No mames.
A ver, ven. No mames, pasó algo, te lo juro que pasó algo, ¿eh?
¡Se mueve, se mueve!
Vete a la verga.
Yo no voy.
No mames.
In that hospital, there is a floor that almost no one has the courage to use. The staff call it the Forgotten Corridor, and most avoid walking through it after midnight. But a group of nurses decided to record what really happens in that place. They walked slowly along the wooden floor, lighting up every corner, trying to prove that nothing was there. But the camera began to capture something strange. Shadows moving far too quickly in the background, in an area where no one was supposed to be. The silence was so heavy, it felt as if the entire building was holding its breath.
Oh, that's the same.
Suddenly, something fell to the floor right in front of them. The noise was so loud and so unexpected that all of them froze in place. There was no one else in the hallway, and nothing should have fallen from anywhere. It felt as if someone had just thrown something toward them, like a warning, as if that entire floor didn't want visitors.
The curtain moved.
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved. It moved. It moved. Yes, it did. It did. How did you not see that? Oh, okay. Oh!
The recording you're about to see was made by a young man from Thailand who decided to enter an abandoned hospital alone, a place that, according to locals, had been shut down in a hurry after a series of unexplained deaths. The building has no power, the structure is unstable, and the silence is so deep that any sound seems to echo through miles of empty corridors.
Hey, what's up?
After just a few steps, he realizes something is not right. The abandoned stretchers are still organized as if someone had left in a hurry. Some doors are open, while others look as if they were forced from the inside out. The feeling isn't just that the hospital is abandoned, it's that it was left behind in a rush. As he continues walking, the ceiling begins to show signs of destruction, as if someone or something had passed through recently. The explorer tries to stay calm, but his breathing grows heavier when he notices that one of the doors in the distance is moving on its own. Overwhelmed by panic, he turns to run, but the hallway seems to grow narrower, as if the building itself were closing in around him. Whatever was inside that hospital began to follow him, its footsteps growing faster and louder. In the final moment, he drops the camera and sprints away, leaving behind only the recording, the echo of footsteps that didn't belong to any living person. And to this day, he insists that deep inside that abandoned hospital, something was waiting for him.
Hey, what's up?
The video you are about to see was recorded by a nurse during a night shift in a hospital that operates normally. He had been called to check a strange noise coming from one of the least used hallways in the building, a section where almost no one walks after 10 at night. Everything should have been silent, completely empty, but it wasn't. The nurse tries to focus his flashlight, believing it might be another staff member, maybe someone from the shift changing rooms. But there's no one there. No employee was recorded walking through that hallway at that time, and the figure captured in the video appears to be wearing a uniform, one that hasn't been used in decades.
네, 저 원래 몸이 안 좋아서. 근데 지금 상태도 없어졌어요.
그래서 어디 간 거예요?
저 방금 깼어요. 여기 병원에 계셨어요? 네? 저기요!
This video was recorded by an employee during an overnight shift in a hospital in Sao Paulo, Brazil. He had already witnessed other strange incidents on previous nights, but this time he decided to film everything to prove he wasn't imagining things. The administration had asked him to check a nearly always empty hallway, a hallway many staff members avoid. There are reports of footsteps, slamming doors, and shadows moving, even when no one is scheduled to work in that section.
Oitavo andar agora, vamos ver. Tudo paz, tranquilo.
As soon as he arrived, something already felt wrong. The lights were flickering, the air was colder, and the silence felt heavy. The employee moved forward slowly, recording every detail, and his quickened breathing revealed the fear he was trying to hide. The door at the end of the hallway began to move on its own. No wind, no draft, no possible explanation. Suddenly, a loud noise comes from the room beside him, as if something had fallen or been pushed with force. He calls out for someone. No one answers, but the nearby door begins to close slowly, creaking, as if it were being pushed by someone or by something that shouldn't have been there. Terrified, he steps back, and the recording ends abruptly. To this day, he avoids that hallway and insists that he was not alone that night. And according to him, whatever was there did not want to be seen.
Mano, essa marca, velho. Meu Deus. Nossa, não acredito, velho. Que merda, velho. Gente, olha isso. Nossa, deixa eu descer a escada aqui.